If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, are you able to hear?
Hi. Yeah, good morning, Vijay.
Yeah, good morning. Can we start? Any questions till now?
I have some couple of questions. You want me to ask now or after this?
Yeah, you can ask.
I can ask now?
Yeah.
Okay. So a very basic question. I was just going through the project charter and because all the charters are like the templates have like a little bit different from each other. So I was just thinking like, who decides the template for the project charter? Is it given by the company or we have to choose it?
It is given by the company or the client. The PMI doesn't tell only this template to be used. Based on your company norms, based on your previous projects, you can choose those templates.
Okay, got it.
So every company will have their own format.
Okay, and there was one term like called project alignment. So project alignment is the project scope or something else?
Project alignment is like you're aligning time, cost, scope, quality, all the parameters of the project.
Okay, it's not only the scope.
Not only scope.
Okay, everything. And it was saying like the key stakeholders, who includes in the key stakeholders?
Key stakeholders like who are like say clients, like project manager, clients, developers, testers, right? Usually key stakeholders will be mainly influential persons related to the project.
Tangible persons, okay.
Influential persons who can influence your project, right? In terms of funding or in terms of cost or in terms of requirements.
Okay.
And like stakeholders is generic one, but whoever is more influencing related to the project, related to requirements, related to cost, related to time, those will be the key influential persons. Usually customers are funding organizations.
Okay, and there was one more thing in the project chart. It says initial project scope. So that means that the project, the scope changes. So what do you mean by like initial?
Initial is like high level understanding of the requirements for the project, right? There is called scope document, vision or scope document that BA or PM will prepare. That is like high level scope, right?
So it changes also during the project, it can change?
Yes, if it is agile projects, the requirements may change in the middle of the project, right?
Okay, so that means the scope can change.
Yes, if it is traditional projects, requirements are freezed or scope is freezed. Like say waterfall model or way model. There are different SDLC models, right? There is traditional SDLC models and agile SDLC models. There are two types.
Okay. In that one, the scope will be freeze, so no changes after once it is prepared.
Right. In traditional, the scope is
but
freeze.
In
agile, there may be changes in the middle of the project also.
So that's why it is like there was initial project scope. So we can change according to the requirement of the client.
Right.
Or maybe how the project is going.
Yes, in the middle also client can come, you want some critical requirements to be implemented, then you will be doing it. Right.
So you just can add on and change.
Yes. One more alignment, we are talking about planning phase or discovery phase or design phase or validation phase. All the phases you are aligning as a project manager. Right? There are different phases you are handling the project, right? Therefore, how these phases are interlinked or how they can be aligned with the resources or with the right requirements, with the right work should be going on between each of these phases. That is called as alignment.
Okay. And I was also, in some of the slides, it was about like a difference between the product and the project. Right. So what is the difference between like a product manager and the project manager? Can project manager be a product manager also?
Yes. Product manager and project manager are one and same, but only depends on like the resources, the work which you are doing. Like say for example, product manager mainly thinks about the strategy, mainly thinks about the idea generation, or thinks about how to place the product in the market, like market research, or what are the different features to be implemented in the product so that it can.
And I think the documents will also be different for the product manager for developing a product.
Right. You should be focusing only on, like say, for example, that product end to end, you will be focusing, like how you will generate your idea in terms of business case and how you will position that product in the market, right? From starting to the ending of the product, there will be product
marketing will also be included in that.
Yes, market, profit and loss, and roadmap creation and communication to all the stakeholders. All these part of product manager work. Whereas project manager mainly works on resource allocation or optimization of the delivery, risk management, or monitoring of the project, or quality control, or documentation, all this. Therefore, both are different roles. What happens in services companies, like there will be client who is coming and giving some requirements and you will be delivering it. Right. Therefore, like resources, time, cost, scope, quality, all these parameters will be analyzing and doing the project. Whereas in product-based companies, like say HSBC, Microsoft, Bank of America, these are like product-based companies where the product will be, they are good in their product. They will not bother about other projects or other processes. Therefore, they are good in banking product. Say, for example, JP Morgan. Therefore, they are good in the banking product and they want to see how this product will add value to the customers. Therefore, this year, let's say they are taking, say, 5 minutes for opening on savings account. Therefore, next year they will see within 2 seconds they will be able to open the bank account. Next time they will see now it is taking like 5 days to open a loan account. Whereas in next version, they will see that within less time how they will be ensuring that by digitalization or by automation, like within one disperse the loan amount like that. Therefore, most of the banks are becoming automation or digitalization. Right. Therefore, when you go through the product, you will think of like how efficiently you can save time, cost, or effort for the end users. Right. The product manager is entirely you are strategizing the product as well as you are analyzing the requirements and how these requirements will add value to the end users. All that you will be seeing. End-to-end responsibility is there with the product manager.
Okay.
Right. Whereas project manager, there is no much end-to-end responsibility. He's just take the requirements, start the project, end the project, and give the deliverables like that. Therefore, it depends on the opportunity. Like you are working in the services company or you're working in the product-based company, like that.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. And who makes the budget plan?
Project manager, because he's responsible for time and cost.
Sure, anybody assist him for this, or how does it?
In companies there will be estimation consultant. Like say there is one more estimation consultant called function point estimations. Right? There is separate certification for this. Therefore, for 1,000 employees or for 2,000 employees, one employee will be like estimation consultant. They will be preparing or helping the project manager in optimizing the budget. Or else, if he is not there, then there will be project management audits going on with the PMO, project management office. They will take the best practices, what are the estimations other projects is followed, accordingly they will follow.
Okay. So this is one of the most important documents made by the project manager.
Yeah, estimations always, it's not like 100% accurate. Every project manager will have their own loopholes, right? Therefore, there will be some project manager may not.
This will be based on the scope document, right?
Right, based on the scope, every project manager will have their own limitations, right? Say, for example, the project manager may not work on the technology, or some project manager may not understand the domain, or some project manager may not understand the technology, right? Different people will be there. Therefore, what you do, you go to the old projects and see the estimates, how they have come up with. Accordingly, you give the estimate for your current project. That is called judgment-based estimations. Right.
Okay.
It depends on organization.
And then who approves the budget plan? The sponsor will approve?
Yes, client will approve. Sponsor
Okay.
or client will approve the budget. Right? But
Okay, and once the budget is approved, then they will initiate the project.
Right. And again, there are different types of contracts. Is it a fixed price project or it is time and money project? Fixed price means the cost, whatever the time you take, they don't matter, but they will give only this much amount, like $1,000 only the project should complete.
Okay, so that is what do you call it? Fixed amount? What did you say?
Fixed price project, fixed price project, fixed price contract, I can say.
Fixed and price.
Fixed price.
Fixed price contract. Okay.
Yeah.
Contract.
One more is time and money contract. Time and money means like you deploy 5 resources. Every person.
So that means like if the client is giving us the fixed amount, fixed price, that we have to complete the project within that price only.
Yes.
So we can make changes in the scope then if.
Yeah. If there is changes in scope, then they will again add you additional amount. Right. If there is no change in scope, that means fixed price, this much is a scope, like that. They'll fix it.
Yeah. But before we make any changes and all, we have to take approval from the client.
Right.
That
Usually
this is going out of the
projects,
budget and we have to do all these things, then how do you want us to proceed with this now?
Yes, usually traditional SDLC models like freezer requirements, we go for this fixed price contract. Right. In Agile, what happens, like say for example, sometimes if client says, I want to add some more features to this, then you build it separately. Right.
Separately, like a different budget plan or different scope plan?
Same additional budget. You will tell that this will take additional 3 weeks, therefore this much is additional budget.
Okay. Okay. Then if he approves that, then we can go proceed with it. Otherwise, no.
No, right.
Okay.
That decision is with project manager.
And plus we have to keep on just checking that how our company is going to benefit from all these things.
Right.
Like we have to do the cost benefit analysis here also.
Yes, cost benefit should be done like after the deployment, like end user got benefited or no, or client got return on investment or no, all that. Sometimes BA, if he stays in the project, he will do it, or else PM has to do it.
Okay, got it. And one more question. It was like there was a very big list of project documents which you shared last time. Right. So I think like those all are project documents which is created by the project team, right? Not only by the project manager.
Not only by project managers, all the documents are done by the team, but you will be monitoring it. As a project manager, you will.
So we have to just make sure that all the documents are created during the project and they are updating and going according to the the timelines.
You are like custodian of the documents.
Okay, we just have to make sure as a project manager that like
and
all the work is done.
Yes.
So these are all the important documents which we have to create.
Right. And also only if it is a long-term project, you'll maintain all this. If it is short-term, like 3 months, 6 months, not much documentation followed. All documents not needed.
Then we can just see what is important like for this project right now.
Right.
Okay. Got it. And there was one more term, procurement. I don't know what is that.
Procurement means you are purchasing some software or some licenses from some third party to use in your project. Say, for example, you want to have laptops for your project. Therefore, you're procuring it, purchasing from somebody by releasing a purchase order. That is called procurement.
Okay. Purchasing anything from the third party.
For utilization in the project. For that, we'll call it as procurement.
Okay, got it. I think these are the only questions I have.
Yes. Today we will start with the role of a project manager. This we are continuing with the same topics, module 3, and all these we'll discuss today. The definition of a project manager, influence of a project manager, project manager competencies, what are the project manager powers, project manager as a leader, project manager as a manager, or what are the leadership styles required on this. Right?
Okay.
Therefore, this is the definition of a project manager. is assigned by the performing organization to lead the team that is responsible for achieving the project objectives. Therefore, your work is motivate the team, get the deliverables done within time, within cost. That's the work of project manager. Again, there are two types, functional manager and operations manager. Functional manager focuses on management oversight of functions and business units. They're good they are good in the domain. They may be called as functional managers.
So functions of business unit like what?
Functional managers focus on like overview or only management. They will not interfere in the technical aspects. There are two types, functional manager and technical manager. Functional project manager means they are good in the domain, they're good in the process.
Like, can give example, what process like?
Project management process. They are good in, like say, all the documents should be ready, all these resource plans should be ready, or project management plan should be ready. All the process they are good at.
Okay.
Right? They're not good in technical. Sometimes they may also be good in technical, but usually functional manager, when we say they are good in the domain or a process.
So how they are different from the project manager? They are not responsible for the project, means like
they are responsible for the project, but technically no, because the technology they don't have. Like say, for example, some person who is doing non-IT project can come and handle your IT project. Right? They know the process, but technology-wise they don't know. Like say, you are project manager for a steel factory, you are project manager for a cement factory, you are project manager for a IT company. Therefore, all the three are different. Right? They're from the project management process perspective, they know everything. But when they enter into their domain, that there are some differences. Right? Technically, what type of cement it is used, or what type of steel it is used, or what type of software should be used, all are different. Right? Again, they should consult technical people and then take the decision like that. Therefore, functional manager is focus on like only process wise they are good. They can manage the project, but only from the process perspective. Overview perspective. Whereas operations manager, ensuring that business operations are efficient. Operations is like support person after the deployment of the project. Right? Like say implementation team, all those people are called as operations. Incident management, problem management, change management, all those part of operations. Here one more will come, technical manager. Technical project manager means he will help even the developers if they're stuck in technology. They are called technical project managers.
Okay.
Right? Therefore, project manager can integrate at process level or cognitive level, context level, at anywhere in the system or behavior, everywhere they will be there as part of. They will combine all process, technology, and the tools combined. They will execute the project. Therefore, all these is part of project manager. What are the influences they can do? Like they help in planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, all these different phases, communicating, engaging stakeholders, all these activities they do related to the project. Whereas from the organization perspective, they identify if any funding priorities required for the project or any resource demands, deliverables, aligning with strategic goals, all these from the organization perspective, they will help the senior management. Like every quarter, they can give the status report to the senior management, what is happening in the project and what are the priorities they want from the senior management. And from the industry perspective, what are the current trends or standards followed in the industry? Like technical tools, or is there any process improvements or best practices followed? All that. This is by understanding the industry or the domain or technology. Right? What is the current trends going on in the market? How your project is helping the clients in implementing these current technologies or latest trends or latest technologies in the market. Like doing the project in IoT, doing the project in artificial intelligence or machine learning, or doing the project in blockchain. Therefore, how this technology will help the current clients.
How do we check this? How do we know what is the industry trend?
That there are some PMI conferences happening or PMI network meetings happening in different places. Therefore, wherever there is conferences or network meetings, you can attend them. What other companies doing, what best practices they are following, all that they will discuss in these meetups, right? Like a similar kind of professionals will come and join together. Like all our project managers in different companies, they will discuss about what best practices they have followed, like that. There are the PMI chapters across the world. Therefore, wherever in which city, therefore every city will have their own chapters. There you can go and attend the seminars or webinars, any of these. And professional discipline, we should also help people in training or building competencies. Right? Therefore, professional in terms of you're making them certified. Like first, you are educating them, training them, and ensuring that you are helping other people also to become project managers. And across the discipline, educate other disciplines as to benefits of project management. Other disciplines means you are currently doing banking projects. Therefore, you go to healthcare and say that this is what the project manager work, and let them also implement project management best practices. Right? Across different verticals of the company, you are implementing what a project manager should do. Right? All these areas.
So it's within the company.
Yes, all these are within the organization.
Okay.
Right? And competencies for the project manager. There are a lot of competencies. Therefore, they can be technical project management, leadership, strategic and business management, a lot of other things. Even the competencies can be based on initiation of a project, planning of a project, execution of a project, monitoring or closing of a project. Even there also we can have the competencies. So for example, if you're initiating a project, what a project manager should have. Project should be aligned with your organization business objectives, right? Therefore, you should also know about scope statement, right? Also, you should know about what are the risks, which are any assumptions made, any constraints made. All these you will know during the initiation of a project. Therefore, as a PM, you should know all these during the initiation. Right? And also, you should also draft a project charter in the high level and get the project charter approved. These are the works of project manager in the initiation of a project. Right? These are the competencies. Whereas in the planning of the project, the PM competencies will be like how you're going to schedule, come up with the timelines, come up with the cost. Right? How do you form a team and ensure that everybody aligned with their roles and responsibilities and everybody agrees that they will be doing these tasks. How do you ensure the communication plan or what are the communication objectives that is approved by all the team members, quality plan, risk management plan, any changes in the requirements, how you're going to handle, right? Or approved project plan, all these nothing but planning phase competencies for the project manager. Or else during the execution of a project, again, we'll have like how you're going to start the project, right? Like project goals have been achieved, or else any where the people got struck, how you're going to overcome those risks. Any project stakeholders are communicating effectively, or any other team's intervention is required. All the tasks are completed successfully, or quality has been managed successfully. Right? All those you will be analyzing. Whether resources are able to come on time and able to complete the tasks. All these you will do as part of execution. And monitoring and control competencies will be like project change has been managed, quality has been controlled, or you can have, let's say, project team has been managed effectively. Risk management is ensured, like minimize the risks in the project. Right? All these mainly monitoring, like status reports and all that you will be monitoring day to day, like what is work going on in the project. So tracking every status, like right from resources to the cost to the senior management, what they should know, right? To keep updation of every event happening in the project through monitoring and controlling. Whereas closing of the project at that time, like project is formally closed by submitting all the deliverables to the client, and also resources are released from the project, right? And also you're getting like post-implementation review report, like lessons learned, best practices, what went well, what went wrong, or is there any stakeholders' perceptions? All that you will be analyzing as part of closing of a project. Therefore, the competencies will vary based on the phase of the project also. All these competencies that PM should have. And apart from that, these are all some other competencies like technical project management competencies. Like from the project management perspective, how much technical knowledge the project manager is having. If any issues comes in terms of network not working, or in terms of, like say, the connectivity between 2 or 3 softwares, right? Or say, for example, the developer has developed it, but even after deployment, the end user is not able to access it. There may be IP whitelisting required from which system they are accessing it. Right? Or is there any internal infrastructure team, they have put some firewalls, all that you should be able to check. It's from the technical project management perspective. Therefore, for this, you should know what technology is used, right? What platforms they are working with, what are the tools they are using, all that you should know. That is part of technical project management. Let's say if some IP address is not working, or some tools are not working, or some certificates are not working when they are communicating between different systems, right? The 4 softwares are not working. All that you should be able to analyze. Whereas leadership perspective, this is from the management. Like motivate the team, direct the team, help the team to achieve its goals, right? All this from the, you are acting as a leader and helping all that, you're supporting all the teams in doing their work effectively. And strategic and business management perspective, you are identifying what are the goals or what is the strategy that the senior management is giving you. Therefore, bring that strategy into project. Right? If your strategy says, like say, we need to open an savings account within 2 minutes for any customer coming to a bank. Therefore, that is the strategy. Therefore, how that is implemented in the software. Right? Therefore, as soon as they come, therefore their KYC forms and all that, know your customer forms and their registration, everything is taken in one go, and then within 2 minutes they should be able to open a bank account. Therefore, what technology need to be implemented, how fast the technology should be, what is the process to be followed, that you are implementing as part of business management. Strategy is only like theoretical ones. Tactically, how we are implementing is our operational ones. In the technology, how we are going to fulfill it. Therefore, as a project manager, you should know these also. Right? You are not only talking about technology, leadership, you're also talking about how you're bringing your idea into operations. How you're bringing your strategy into actual implementation. That also you should know. Therefore, what are the powers the project manager can have? Any of these powers? Positional, informal, informational, referent, situational, all these different types of powers. So, for example, a reward. Reward is ability to give prize, monetary, or others. Right? Persuading others based on giving them something. But most of the times, it's not financial one. Usually, appreciation you will give. If team member performs well, and if neglecting for resources, and if negotiating for resources, then like what type of reward you can eat. Right? Therefore, reward is one of them. Ability to give prize or monetary or other, like take them to an office lunch or something. Right? That is part of reward. Or give appreciation, like star of the month, like that. All those nothing but rewards. That is one way of doing it,
Mhm.
right? Or any of this personal, like you should be dressing well, or situational, gained in a unique situation. Right? Therefore, if any crisis comes, therefore, as a project manager, you will be first in understanding the crisis and bring the right team there to resolve that issue. Right? Therefore, say for example, if your database is not working or some technology is not working, therefore you bring that right subject matter expert or support team in place so that the issue get resolved quickly. Use your influential skills. Like get the best practice from some other teams, get the best practices from some other projects. Right? Ensure that the issue get resolved. Right? Therefore, all this coercive, invoke, discipline, or push. Right? Like pushing others for not performing. Yeah, this is like some people are not coming on time to the office, or they are not able to perform well in the project. Like initially appreciate them and see what areas they are good at. Accordingly, allocate work to them. Right. For most of the project managers, like they have powers, like they have to use these powers. Therefore, how they will be helping the team members to be their 100% efficiency. Right. Therefore, all these should have. Right. Information in terms of control of gathering and distribution. This is like your read, write, delete, update permissions. Right. Therefore, you are giving the information, like in terms of your role is to convey the information. Right. Therefore, what information should be given to which category of audience? Like say you're talking to senior management, it should be very brief level. You're talking to workers or let's say junior team members. Then what information you should convey? Accordingly, should able to give the information related to the project. Right? Okay. Referent, respect or admiring others. All these some of the skills. Expert skills, experience, education, reward, ingrating, flattery, common ground to win favor. Right. Therefore, if you are managing the whole team, therefore there may be a lot of chances like the team may compare themselves within them for competition. Right. Therefore, you should ensure that instead of competing within themselves, they should ensure that they should not compete. They should achieve the vision of your company, achieve the vision of your product or a project. Therefore, you should align the team members in such a way that they are not competing within themselves. They should be able to compete with the competitors or with the challenges in the project and achieve it. Or guilt-based, imposing sense of duty or obligations. Persuasive, arguing to move people to desired outcome. Right? Avoiding, refusing to participate. All this. Therefore, it depends on like most of the works, like if delivery is critical, therefore, whatever the client has given you the requirement, you should be able to implement. Therefore, other tasks will be secondary. The first thing is whatever the client has given the requirement, you should be able to deliver it on time or as per the requirements correctly. That is first priority. Second, resolving the issues or bug trace meetings, all that will be the secondary. Therefore, what is high priority that you should focus the team members to complete it. Right? You should give focus to the team, what they should do based on the situation as a project manager. All these different powers that project manager can have. Even some companies, what happens, like say for example, matrix organization, strong matrix organizations, they'll give more powers to the project managers. Therefore, project manager can have power to give, like say, additional gifts to the team members also. Right. Therefore, sometimes say if they are doing well, they'll give high rating, let's say 5 rating to the team member. Therefore, their salary will be increased like that. Okay. Right? Or else they can recommend to some other project where they will be efficient and do the work. But it all depends on, like, if the project manager is having high powers, naturally their team members also will be highly recognized. Right? And all the team members are recognized across the organization, then they'll be more motivated to do more and more tasks, right? Therefore, every team member is not working for the money, they're working for the appreciation. That they should consider. All these are some of the project management powers. Right? Any questions on this?
No.
One more is leadership and management. Right? These are two things. Therefore, as a project manager, you should be like a leader. Management is like directing using positional power, whereas leader, guide, influence, collaborate using relational power. Therefore, how are you going to motivate the team, get the things done? As a leader, should motivate to get the people want to do what leaders need to do them. You should motivate in such a way, like what senior management want the team to do. And also delegate to help leader to carry the load by completing assigned tasks. Therefore, if one lead is having more tasks, therefore you take the task and allocate to the team, other team members who are with less task, and ensure that it is completing on time. Right? Help to improve team morale. Right? And trustworthiness should be there as a leader. And also as a leader, you should have creativity to come up with unique solutions. Right? As a leader, you should take responsibility, should take commitment, should be flexible to adapt. Right? All these are some of the things. Right? You should trust, focus on relationships, ask what and why, focus on origin, or challenge the status quo, or do the right things, focus on vision, alignment, motivation. All these the leader should have. Right? Whereas manager, it depends, like they have to maintain, administer, focus on the system or structure, rely on the control, ask how and when, focus on bottom line. All these managers will do the things right. Do the things right will come afterwards. Do the right things comes first. Right? Leadership. Whereas manager, you should communication to communicate what manager needs, who needs to do it. Right? Motivate to make people follow your management lead, or organization as management, or delegation. Therefore, you are also as a manager, you are delegating, but you should share responsibilities and tasks within others. And forward planning should be there as a manager. But as a leader, you are thinking creatively, think out of the box like that. Right. Also, as a manager, you will be having strategic thinking on how to align project organization with future success. Whereas in leadership, what you will do, you will take the feedback of the team members. And also you will be telling like, this is how we can implement this feedback and then we can achieve the goals. As a manager, you will have problem solving, like face the issues daily and solve the problems. Whereas leadership, you take the responsibility of the issues and then resolve them quickly. Manager should have like commercial awareness, like how much is the cost and all that. And manager should mentoring to provide employee guidance or training where it is required. Whereas leadership, you have just flexibility to adapt, not to hold tightly the team members. Right? Let the team members do their work, and also you will be motivating them to do their innovative ideas. Also, you will be ensuring that project deliverables have been met. Both you will be doing as part of leader. Whereas manager, you're focusing only on the work. Get the things done within time, like that. Right? Therefore, it depends on project to project, how the manager and leader should be. Right? Manager, you can think of like transactional, focus on transactional, meeting the objectives and delegates the tasks. Whereas leader, think of transformational, like say develop a vision and take it forward like that. Manager, from the priority perspective, more focus is on work. Goal is to get the things done, like task management like that. Whereas leader, more focus is on the people, care about the people, what they want to succeed, what is their behavioral focus, all that he will be doing as part of leader. Right? From the team perspective, as a manager, you are like a subordinate, lead through authority and task management, tell them how to do, what to do, all this. Whereas leader, you are like follower, lead through inspiration and involve and motivate the team like that as part of leader. And from ethics perspective, do the things right, like follow the rules and maintain status quo. Whereas leader, do the right things, like shape the culture and act with integrity, break the rule if required. All this part of leadership. Any questions?
No.
Yeah. All these different leadership styles. Hands-off, transactional, servant leader, transformational, charismatic, interactional. All these different types of leadership skills.
I'm sorry to interrupt with so if we go for PMP exam,
Right.
so this is all we need to know or anything else also?
No, this much is enough. Whatever we are covering as part of PPT and PMBOK, only these two are enough. And solve as a number of question banks.
So there are like more theory questions or like?
Hello?
What is?
All are multiple choice questions.
Yeah, so it's more like these kind of questions about the project manager, how the responsibility and the documents and all, or the other like formula based also.
Yeah, both
Technical
will be
questions also.
Technical also will. Both will be there, right? Therefore, I'll give that like each chapter how much percentage of questions will come. Right?
Okay.
That I will share with you. Right?
Okay.
Therefore, hands-off, allowing the team to make their own decisions. Transactional, focus on goals, feedback, accomplishment. Servant leader, focus on the team members, growth, learning, autonomy, well-being, all this. And transformational, idealizing behavior, inspirational, motivation, encouraging creative or innovative ideas. Charismatic, high energy, enthusiastic, self-confident, able to inspire others. Right? Interactional, combined transactional, transformational, and charismatic. All this. All these are some of the characters that leaders should have. Right? Mainly like people-oriented or do the right things. All those again same. Listens, empowers, emotional intelligence, and asks people, pull the approach, risk-taking. All these some of the characters that leadership should have. Right? All these, some of the personality traits: authentic, courteous, creative, culture, emotional, intellectual, managerial, political, service-oriented, social, systematic. All these, some of the personality traits that a project manager should have. Right? These are all like some questions will be what are the characteristics of a project manager? Then you can mention all these. Right? And some others, yeah, all these are part of this test. Any questions on these?
Not right now.
This is what we are discussing. Project manager, influential skills, like leadership skills, like visionary, operator, cheerleader, all this.
Where are the quiz questions?
Yeah, which questions are this?
Quiz, okay. So
Yeah,
this is already what we have done.
Yeah, some of the question based on whatever we have discussed. All this. I will share this whatever we have done today so that you can answer these questions later and you can tell me, right?
Yeah. Do we have the other quiz questions from the last previous video also?
Yeah, I have. Like,
can you put all these questions so maybe I can like, yeah. So this is how we get in the exam also?
Yes, similar to this. Only one unique correct answer will be there. Yeah. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Yeah. What we can do is like we have completed module 3. Then module 4, which we'll see tomorrow. Right? Up till here, you can go through. Module 4, we will start with integration management, project integration management. Right? This we will see in next class. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.